Eddian Reacts.
Hi guys, welcome back to Eddian Reacts.
Indeed.
Well, it would be.
Right.
What have we got today, Ed?
This is something for us new. And, you know, I got to say, I feel embarrassed and I need my ass kicked because I don't know how this artist escaped us. But anyway, we're going back to 2011. So we're going back 15 years ago. And this is to a young lady, I believe she was 10 at the time. And she appeared on, this is her appearance on Britain's Got Talent. And she was invited to do this on the back of winning America's Got Talent. As I say, she was about 10 years old at the time. So this is Jackie, I believe it's Jackie Evancho, or Evancho. And she's singing the song that was made really popular by Pavarotti, Nessun Dorma.
Oh.
So this is 10-year-old, I hope, Jackie Evancho on Britain's Got Talent 2011 with Nessun Dorma.
Absolutely, Ed. Wow. I'll tell you what, Ed. There's an adult.
It's like emotional, but
There's an adult in that kid's body, isn't there? That's possible.
do you know what? Everything about that performance, before we go any further, I would just like to say that I've heard that done by quite a few people, most notably by Pavarotti. I've actually heard Andrea Botticelli doing it as well, and a few others. But that is as good, if not the best version I've heard doing that. Immaterial, whether she's a young girl or what.
Nice.
But what I was going to say is, I find that I always get that, not just with, but again, it's hit me there. I could tear up. I don't know what it is about that song, even when I listen to Pavarotti, but when I hear, especially when it gets to the end, and that note, I always find a bit emotional in it. It's probably because it's so good. It's just fucking, it just gets to me, you know. But like what you say, that's not like you shut your eyes and that's not a young girl singing.
No.
I mean, I believe she's only about 10 years old at that point. You can let us know in the comments, guys. But I don't really like watching these type of shows a lot because a lot of the time, and I'm not being discounting anybody, but a lot of the time the talent isn't wonderful. You know, there is better stuff out there that never gets discovered, and you don't put yourself up for that, so they get unseen. But people that come onto this, and yeah, I've even heard them saying in the past, especially Simon Cowell, because he can be really rude and brutal. And I've heard them saying about, you know, why they come on and you're not. But the thing is, they all say the same thing. My mum, my gran, all my family, my friends told me, you should go there because we think you're good. Well, of course you would. And I think that's very unfair in people that go on that have been told by people, you're brilliant, you could win that, you know, and they're not that good. You're exposing yourself up to everything, you know. That's not... Your family and friends are like not nice if they're telling you to go on there.
Well, I think it's probably a bit of ignorance, Ed, really.
Well, it is, but they actually...
Maybe they can't... Maybe what they're saying is... Well, they're probably saying that I can't do that, so you should go on there and do it.
And it might be. But they're not doing them any favours. If they're being really honest and critical about it and comparing yourself to what is there and known as good, you should be able to say, look, I know you're my daughter or you're my grandkid, now, you know, but you're not in the same league as that, so, you know, don't go on. But they don't, they tell them you're brilliant, you're going to be a diva. You should go up and do that.
I know. It's a shame, really.
But that being said, you do get that, I don't mind seeing, because that's like a gem that pops out now and again. You know, and you can tell that when all these people stand up right at the end, and you know, that's it. Because these people really would rather bash you to do that. You know? But I mean, that, like you said, that's not, you shut your eyes and you wouldn't think that's like a young girl singing. That sounds like an adult woman. The emotional content in it, the dynamics, the control of the vocal, the pitch, everything, a delivery is fucking spot on. As I say, that's one of the best, if not the best, renditions of Nessun Dorma I've heard. Not saying that this is only my opinion that I've heard, but that is superb. And
Tell you what,
how that's escaped me for 15 years, I need my ass kicked.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, Ed. It gave me goosebumps, on me goosebumps.
Well, yeah, as I say, I could feel myself. So, but then I always do get a bit. I feel myself filling up a little bit with that song in particular. You know, it even happened when first time I heard Pavarotti doing it, or Andrea Botticelli. It's always that last section when it builds, and then you get that note, and it's like it just seems to hit you. You know, pulls in your heart for me anyway. You know, and that did as well.
I think good music should move you in.
Well, it should. Music, it should. It's like a good painting should portray emotion to you from the artist and that. And music is only an audio, to me, music is only an audio representation of a visual painting. You know, they say they're both art. Art you can watch, you can look at it with your eyes and appreciate it. And to me, music is art for your ears.
No, it is.
Mark that down, guys. Ed said that first.
Yeah, Ed said
music is art for your ears. And it should move you.
That was incredible.
I think, I don't know why. We're only just discovering that now. You know, as I say, it's sacrilege 15 years down the line. But then it's because we don't watch these shows on a regular basis.
No.
Get back to that.
And it's no reason to do it either.
That's right, because most of it is, well, my gran said I'm a great singer and that, and they go on and you go, what the fuck's that? I was down at the fucking pub the other night there's a band playing, fucking superb band, great. And I'm thinking, you shouldn't be playing in here. You should be doing big fucking stages or whatever. And then you go in and you watch some, I don't want to be disrespectful, but you watch some, you know, grannies fucking slap on the back, get on there and perform, and you think, well, this is all fucking wrong. You know, who I saw last night in the local pub should be up there, not you. But then, every now and again, there is somebody that breaks the rule. Like, you had Leona Lewis was one of them, and then you've got her, and you've got, I'm trying to think who else I remember was on there. But there's very few that have come through these things that are that memorable that they stick with you, you know?
Yeah. Well, that not to say it, that did, guys. If you know, I mean, if there's any more of this young lady that you want us to react to, then we're obviously more than willing. But we'll probably look up another one.
Probably will. But actually, what I would appreciate, as Ian says, I would go a bit further. If she's still performing, and you guys know and follow her, and she's still, I mean, she's probably, what, 15? So if she was 10 there, that was 15 years ago, wasn't it?
Oh dear.
Well, say 10 years ago. Well, she's got to be 25-ish. If she's still performing, and you know that she's still active, you get in the comments if you want to do a recommendation of how she is now. Be interesting to see.
I mean, she's not going to sound more mature, is she, Ed?
No. I mean, she's 25.
You know.
How she developed differently, and if she's singing different music, whatever, let us know, guys.
Well, I mean, if she was that good then, what could she possibly be like now?
Now, yeah, well, there you go. But the thing is, as I say, this breaks the mould of my thought on, well, watching these. I've always been like this talent thing. I used to play guitar on a Meatloaf show. It was called Dead Ringer from Hell Show. And he actually wrote a story. It was an American guy, Jerry. I forget his surname. It was a Greek name. It was Holopopoulos or something like that. But he shortened it. His name was Jerry Hollis. Big shout out to you, Jerry. I think he's out in Greece now. I think he used to be Cornwall. Anyway, long story short, we were sitting in the green room one night at a show before we got on, and the girls in the band, because they had three, four girls, I told you this, and we used to be sitting there getting ready for the show, happening. It was Saturday night, and this wasn't Britain's Got Talent, it was the other one, Stars in Your Eyes, or one of them. It might even something like that. And anyway, this thing, and they were sitting watching it, and Jerry walked in, and they were going, oh, you should watch, and I don't watch stuff like that, and he says, well, look, and Jerry was a great singer. In fact, he did all the Meatloaf stuff, sounded like him, looked like him, but I've actually heard Jerry singing Pavarotti, and he's always great. And the thing was, Jerry said, well, I don't, he says, because it's a load of shit. He said, I was on that show, an audition, and Simon Cowell and one of the other panelists, I forget who said it was, said, they told me I was shit. Basically, I was shit, I couldn't sing. And then we were playing, and we were doing this run, we were selling out their shows with this Meatloaf show, you know, and it was true what he said. It makes a mockery of it. He was told he couldn't sing, and Jerry's one of the best singers I've ever worked with, you know.
Well, there you go,
It
guys.
just goes to show you.
We've certainly enjoyed this,
Well, we did.
lady, and she's amazing.
I think so, yeah.
So that's it for today on Eddian Reacts. So catch us next time, guys.
Yeah. It's ciao for now.